Say, the question everybody's always wanted to ask you is, why do you go on with that kisser when plastic surgery would do so much good for you? I don't know what it is. No English flu, eh?
No.
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, this is wood, eh? People were not... Oh. Yeah. Sound like what? People were knocking on Bakelite for years here and having bad luck.
It's tin or something.
But, John Huston, I was afraid you'd get it from him since you've been working.
No, it's really lethal. I mean...
I guess when it hits you, it knocks you flat. Yeah.
I have a history of getting the flu, but it goes through me in about 4 hours.
You really?
Yeah.
Well, you're a sweater. I mean, you... no, I mean... no, I mean, you...
A turtleneck or what?
You're a cardigan. No, you go to the... You steam yourself. I know. Didn't you have a sauna or a
yes,
steam bath?
Yes, I am an addict. I am a sauna bath addict.
Hooked on steam, eh?
I'm hooked on steam.
Yeah.
And it's really quite marvelous because it's a place where I can get away every morning and run through the New York Times and be very quiet and serene and not be bothered.
You wouldn't fall asleep in there, though. That's a danger. You know.
No, we have a technique. We chop holes in the ice in the river that runs in back of our, and we just jump in the water.
You do?
Yes.
Like the old Indians, doing a sweat lodge and then going into the water?
Yeah.
But you can't fall asleep in the steam room, can you? I mean, I've heard of this, and it's very...
Not if you drink a lot of beer.
Something keeps waking you, eh?
Yes. I've also discovered that if you have posters of hotshot automobiles and lovely ladies in the steam room, it's very difficult to go to sleep.
You put automobiles ahead of ladies in your life, eh?
In the steam room, yes.
Yeah. Well, you were serious once about racing, weren't you? Or isn't it just something you've always wanted to do? Actual, really
well,
serious.
I did a motion picture about racing, and I must say I fell in love with it. If I could race competitively in automobiles, I would give up acting, directing, the theater, and motion pictures so quickly. I started racing in club races last year, and I have to say that to win your first race at the age of 47 is delicious.
47? Aren't they terrified, though, the movie companies, when you race, because you're insured whenever you make a movie and all, in case you get a scratch or something?
Well, I must say that's their problem.
Yeah.
They also don't like me to go skiing, and I can remember when we were in Switzerland, and I had 3 or 4 days off from the movie, and I had my skis there. And I was determined not to go skiing because I realized that it would be terribly costly financially if I took a very bad spill. But I was not able to withstand the pressure. So I finally did go skiing and got a frantic phone call from the production manager saying, "We understand that you've been on skis today." And I said, "That's absolutely right, but don't worry about a thing. I'm only skiing on one ski because I know I can't afford to break both legs."
He pictured you teetering on one leg. But that would be, I mean, if they were making a movie and you went out and smashed up a car and they were Newman marred in drag race or something, they would probably, or marred in drag, they would even get more.
Yes. Right.
See. I've never asked you a lot of things that I probably won't ever ask you. But I was thinking, I've asked a lot of film actresses, is this myth about the casting couch true? And I just thought it would be weird. Have you ever been chased around a casting couch? Chased around an office by a producer?
No, I think there must be something the matter with me.
Yeah?
I've heard some very funny stories about that, most of which you can't tell on.
Yeah.
The FCC would object very strenuously, I'm afraid.
Let alone the people involved.
Let alone the people involved, yes.
It's probably a good idea. Yeah.
I don't think that goes on very much anymore. I think it's very possible that the girls chase the producers around now.
What? Probably.
Boy, that really laid there like a lemon.
No, that's not hostility. They're considering it.
I see, okay.
They'll attack you later, as you try to read. I heard a fascinating breakdown one time of when a script is written in Hollywood, it goes to certain people first, and then when they're through with it, it goes to certain other people. I remember they said any script, automatically, if there's a leading man, goes to Newman, and then it'll go to McQueen, and now Redford, and I don't know what the hierarchy is, but it must change from year to year, and that must be strange on the guy. I mean, does he go out and get a facelift suddenly or something? Or is there such a thing? Is there an order of scripts go to?
Oh, I think there can be a pecking order. It just seems to me as though that the audience's tastes are so whimsical now and so capricious, really, and so are the critics, that it's, I certainly don't pay very much attention to my position on that list. It fluctuates so much. It just depends if you make a...
What's it based on? Last pictures,
box
grosses,
office.
Box office, exactly. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all. Sure. Well, that makes
you
sense.
could turn in what I would think would be a very acceptable performance in a picture that didn't do well, and that doesn't help you at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you get new scripts, which is, or good scripts, really.
Yeah. Very mysterious, because then you hear later that somebody who was a big hit in a film was the 5th person who saw it, the script, and everybody else turned it down. Very mysterious.
It's really funnier when the studios turn down a script.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody picks it up. And
then it's a giant success.
Yes, one studio had enough sense to do it.
And people are so happy when that happens always. There's so much goodwill in the business. It's amazing. Let's take a look at part of Judge Roy Bean. I haven't seen it yet. Can you stand me for not having seen it? And can you forgive this? Because I had to see Marigolds over the weekend. Another movie which is really, well, you ought to see it. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But tell us about Judge Roy Bean. And there's a bear in the movie, I know that.
Judge Roy Bean, well, I don't want to get academic about this, but we have a tendency in this country to make legends out of a great many characters. Custer being, I suppose, the most hero worshipped over the years, who was a real bum, I guess you'd call him. Billy the Kid was a...
Oh, you're going to get letters on that.
14th rate gunman who was getting really like 7th billing in the New York Times.
Yeah.
And was glorified by Pat Garrett and the New York Times finally. And Roy Bean is something of an example of that. I mean, they become fairy tales, really. And that's what we try to tell with Bean, which is an adult fairy tale.
And it's taken as that, as a over-glamorized version, or over-romanticized, or over-mythified, or something.
Sure.
Like that. Yeah. The longest hate letter I ever got on the history of this show was about saying a slurring remark about Custer once, by the way, because there are 2 legends for Custer, one that he was a hero and one that he was an ass. And you seem to subscribe to the ass theory. You must be doing nothing but read about yourself these days, because you have 2 films hit sort of at the same time like that. And are you ever tempted to take pen in hand and send a scorching letter off to a critic?
I have.
Have you?
I think it's very costly to do it, but I have.
If it's costly, that must imply that they don't review you on terms of what you do, but because of how you feel about them.
Oh, I don't know that it's ever visible or that you can ever actually trace it, but I think it does happen, yes.
Yeah. Anything bugging you now?
No, I only hate it when...
How about the Time review?
Of what?
Judge Roy Bean. They haven't told you about it? I'm sorry, Paul, but you call me up when I do a lousy show and...
Well, I don't know. It's so funny. I don't read reviews as an actor, generally speaking. I have come to read reviews as when I produce or direct a picture because I want to be involved in the advertising and stuff. So it's interesting to find out, what kind of a balance there is in that. It's your friends who always send you the bad reviews. They always call you up and say, did you read that? And then they read it to you over the phone, which is a bit of a drag, but...
Thought you'd want to know. Yeah.
I don't like reviews that are cute. And I don't like reviews that really glorify the reviewer and don't tell the people who are reading anything about the picture, really. And in that specific review, I mean, I don't know, it was kind of a literary cartoon. And I don't know that you should get a great many points for that. And the other thing, that it was a very good review for The Bear in Roy Bean, and a rather poor, shabby review for myself. And that is kind of interesting because it really shows, on the part of the reviewer, complete ignorance about acting. I mean, there is no...
What, you're better than The Bear?
No. If you're worth your salt as an actor, you stand back gracefully and give The Bear the scene. I wouldn't think for a minute, you know, that you could equal a trained bear in a scene, and so you do it as graciously and as happily and as joyfully as possible. And for the reviewer to indicate that it was my obligation to steal the scene from The Bear would indicate that he really doesn't know anything about acting and doesn't really care about it. So...
Well, who is this Jay Cox at Time Magazine, anyway? We'll have him out of there.
I think he's an intellectual cripple.
If you're going to come on here and insult my former roommate...
Was he really?
No.